Hey, how you doing? This is Douglas Williams from DMV Media and Marketing. And if you're watching this video, first and foremost, I would like to say thank you for taking the time to listen to how we've been helping businesses all around the Bay Area add additional revenue to their business's bottom line each and every month, and how we could potentially do the same for you and your business. Now, first, let me ask you a question. What is your goal with your business in the next 2 years? And the reason why I want to ask you this question is because if you feel like you're in a good place, you feel like you're exactly where you want to be, then this video really isn't for you. You can go ahead and stop it now because what we have to say won't interest you. But if you're a business owner who is forward thinking and wants to grow your business over the next 2 years and you're looking to expand, et cetera, then you're going to definitely want to stick around and hear how we've been using loyalty programs to blow up the bottom line on businesses here around the Bay Area. And things are just starting to get fun. And you guys can jump in on the action. So if you're watching this, it means that myself and my team saw something about your business that makes you stand out from everyone else out there. And we mean that. We don't want to waste our time talking to businesses where this stuff doesn't really matter to them, right? We want to talk to people who are excited about growing, who are ready to put the foot on the pedal because we've been going through a pandemic and things have been shut down and people are looking for things to do and they are counting on us to give them a place to go where they can feel safe, where they can feel like you guys care about them and their safety and their entertainment and making them feel good. And we can just build that type of connection with your audience. Now, what my company does is we help businesses get more revenue out of what they're already doing right, without having to add a lot of work onto the management or staff. Okay, we don't want to overwhelm you with 1,000 steps you got to take to make, a lot of extra revenue come in for your business. But we're going to give you a strategic strategy and uh, you know, um, a really cool marketing channel that's going to let you communicate with your best customers like you've never done it before. Now, how what we do works is how what we do works is going to be what we talk about right now. But first, we're going to talk about how your business currently adds new revenue. And how most businesses add revenue is generate new customers, right? Constantly on the hunt to find new customers, right? You're constantly running ads to, a certain demographic. You're constantly putting out, mailers, or you're constantly putting out some type of advertisement to bring in new customers. And that can get really, really expensive. And then number two, you're getting your existing customers to buy from you more often, which is a really, really good focus to have if you're a business, because that really is the foundation of what we're going to be talking about. And then number three, getting existing customers to spend more at each visit. Right, these are the three core ways businesses are generating new revenue. But the thing that's backwards is that 90% of business owners out there are focused on number one, which is generating new customers. So that's constant cold outreach, right? And then you're spending your other 10% of your focus on number two, which is getting your existing customers to buy from you more often and then getting them to spend more on each visit. Now, let's talk a little bit more about number one and then generating new customers, right? Chances are you're using one of these platforms to generate new customers, which is social media channels across the top. And then you have newspaper, radio, and TV over here on the bottom, which some of you businesses are using as well to generate your customers, right? You're running ads in social media, you're running ads on the radio, newspaper, TV, and all of these are amazing platforms, but it's expensive to continuously have to use these to generate income, and they're all owned by somebody else. So who's to say when it's going to get shut down? Who's to say when you're not going to be able to use these platforms? And if that day comes, what is it that you're going to do to get people to come through your doors? Now, me and my team, we found a secret, right? And what the secret is that you've got to build a list of your best customers and then market to them on your own terms, right? You can use all of those marketing channels that we were just talking about, the social media, the newspaper, the radio, the TV, but if you're not implementing a way to build a list with those customers that you can remarket to them, then you're just throwing money away by constantly fishing for the same people. When you can just catch them, put them in a bucket, and nurture them and get them to come in whenever you want because you're building a lake of your own customers that you can start fishing in, right? And then you do number two, get them to come back more often, which then leads to number three, them spending more each time they come back. So in short, you build a marketing channel that you own. That's what it is that we want to help you guys do. And whew, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. Now, I'm sure the question is, how do we build that channel? Well, in short, we build a turnkey marketing system that allows you to put leads in, and it does all the work to get them to come back in and spend more when they do. Right? Sounds pretty cool, right? Now, let me show you how this kind of works, right? Here's just one example. Sal's Pizza, fictitious business, has these little business cards at every table on a placard that is talking about joining their VIP club, and you'll save 20% off their next order. It's a great deal, right? So people are going to be interested in that, especially if you like Sal's Pizza. So you take the little business card and you scan the business card, and it takes you to a phone screen like this here, right? And it, tells you join our VIP customer club and get 20% off your next order. You just put in your name, put in your cell phone number, you join the club like that. And then the system sends a text message to your phone that gives you your coupon to redeem the offer for Sal's Pizza. Pretty cool, right? So from there, we just use custom automated reminders to gently nudge your customers into coming back more often and then spending more each week. Every single week, we send out a strategic reminder to tell them to come back in, whether it be scarcity, whether it be an event, whether it be a menu change, whether it be another discount, whatever it is, we'll sit down, we'll come up with a strategy, but we're going to stay in constant communication with your customers and nurture them to come back in and spend more money over time. Now, the beauty of this is it works automatically each week. Minimal staff training. We set it up once, and the tech does all of the heavy lifting. The system is completely customized to your business and then automated to run in the background. And there's nothing that you're going to have to do except for stay on top of the stats. And we're going to give you the software to be able to do that and stay on top of the revenue generated. Again, we're going to give you the software to do that. And guys, it's some really amazing stuff. So let's talk about the math behind how all this works. Okay. We go hard over the next 90 days, 3 months, right? Minimum, we'd want to work with you for 3 months because it takes about that long to dial in a new system. But we go hard for 3 months to build a text marketing list that has 500 to 1,000 of your best customers or ideal customers that haven't come in yet over the next 3 months. Okay. 25 customers that average a $35 bill, getting them to come back an additional 3 times a month than they usually do, because again, we send them a reminder to get them to come back in a strategic text message, right? And they come back an additional 3 times. That's an extra $2,635 a month. And this all works with one text to your list each week, and only 25 customers on average responding to the text messages, right? But we're now in month 2, let's say, and we double it up from 25 to 50 customers that average a $35 ticket when they come in, and we get them to come back an additional 3 times a month than they usually do, right? 50 times $35 on that bill times 3 additional visits is an extra $5,250. And again, this all works with one text to your list each week. But it gets really fun as we get into month 3, because now we're getting about 100 customers to come back in, averaging a $35 bill when they come in, and we get them to come in 3 additional times a month than they usually do. 100 times $35 average on their bill times 3 additional visits is an extra $10,500 a month. And this all works with one text message to your list each week. Now, let me talk to you about what my team does to make this extremely easy on you and your staff. We custom build the technology for your business, right? We're going to set up everything from day one so that way when this thing goes live, you're not going to have to worry about sending out a single message. The system's going to do it all for you. It's going to follow up with all your customers. They're going to keep them engaged with your offers, what's going on in your business. It's going to be legit, okay? Number two, we work with you to create clever promotions to attract your best customers onto your list. Okay, we're going to come up with some cool promotions, at least 12 of them to kind of get things jump started. You can agree on them, you can disagree on them, but they're designed to kind of get us steered in the right direction. Okay. Number three, we're going to train your staff how to use the system. Super, super simple, but we have to say train you because we're teaching you something, but it's extremely easy, doesn't add any stress onto your flow of your business on your daily routine. Okay. Number four, we'll decide and pre-programming the best promotions to send out and build return customer habits for your customer list. That's when things get really fun, when we start to get people to come in more often because we're giving them enticing messages at the right time, sent out straight to their phone. We're getting them to come in for dinner. They're buying dinner for the family. We're building buying habits with your customers. We're engaging with them. We're keeping them in the loop. This is where all the fun comes in. We're going to get that all set up, right? Number five, we give you a built-in system that tracks all the generated revenue from these promotions so you know exactly what's working and what isn't. You're going to see all the revenue generated in the last 30 days. You're going to see the daily generated revenue. You're going to see the new subscribers in the last 30 days, all time. You're going to see daily numbers as well, your top 10 customers, your entire customer contact list, the ability to send out broadcasts if you want to, which you'll never have to. Man, like I said, this thing is super legit and we're going to set you up proper. All right. Number six, we give your team the ability to act without any outside help, even though we'll always be there to help you if you need us, right? The goal is to get you to be super, super sufficient and dependent upon yourself to be able to run these promotions and engage with your customers and learn how to use this system. And we just keep it turned on for you. We just keep the lights on and we keep it going and we let this thing continuously build. But if you need us, we're always going to be here. We'll always be here in the background if you need us. But the goal is to make you super self-sufficient. And I'm sure you guys have a ton of questions and we would love to answer them, right? On the little black letter that you scan to get to this video, we have our phone number. You can contact us. We would love to talk to you, set up some time to sit down and go over this all in person with you. It will be our pleasure to do that. So if you want to reach out, please do. We can't wait to hear from you, and we'll talk soon.